Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Amir Aiman bin Mohd Shaiful Bahrun. So today I'm going to present about my proposal for the management research project, which is how shared leadership in a workplace environment can strengthen the performance of employee. So I'm under the supervision of Sir Faisal. So first of all, I'm going to presenting about the problem statement. So in this research, the problem set I found is that when compensations or rewards are not given to the employees despite their good works and achieving good results, it can actually lead them to not wanting to work. Next problem is that lack of good working environment leads to employees having a bad time and creates a negative mindset that they cannot do their work in comfortableness. Finally, is that lack of employee performance can happen when the company does not provide the best for the employee. So for the research objectives and the research questions, for the research objective, so the objective of this research that I'm doing is to explore the influence of shared leadership on employee compensation. Secondly is to investigate the influence of shared leadership on workplace environment. And finally is to evaluate the influence of shared leadership have on employee performance. As for the research questions, the first question that I have asked myself during this research is that what does shared leadership at workplace have influence on employees' compensation? Next is that what does shared leadership influence on workplace environment? And finally is that what does shared leadership influence on the employees' performance? So that is the research objectives and the research questions. So this is the conceptual framework. On the left side, we have the independent variables, and on the right side, we have the dependent variables. So my independent variables is compensation, workplace environment, and employee performance, while my dependent variable is the shared leadership. As for the hypothesis, there's a relationship between both the independent variables and the dependent variables. So for the first hypothesis, compensation has a positive relationship between shared leadership. And the second hypothesis is that there's a positive relationship between work environment with shared leadership. And finally, employee performance can give positive relationship between shared leadership. So that is all from my presentation. Thank you.